Hi, welcome to the University of Incarnate Word, the Extended Academic Program Division. My name is Nayeli Nunez, and I am a admissions counselor here at the university.
Hi, my name is Dion Bedell. I'm actually an instructor of undergraduate business management courses for UIW Extended Academic Programs.
Hello, my name is Michelle Harrison, and I am a student going for my Business Administration Concentration in Project Management undergrad.
So a little bit about the history with Incarnate Word University is that we were founded in 1881 in San Antonio, Texas. We are one of the largest Texas Catholic universities. We are the fourth largest Texas private university, and we do have a very high diverse students. In addition, we are Division I Southland Conference. So a little bit about the Extended Academic Program Division is we have the School of Applied Sciences, and below you'll see our link with information on that specific program. Right there we offer our programs in, for example, the Applied Sciences. We also have the School of Professional Studies, which the link is right below, and that's mainly where we have a lot of our business programs. If you like, Michelle, could you elaborate a little bit more about your experience with the business program itself?
Well, as far as the business program and my courses are concerned, I do most of my courses online, which we'll probably get into a little further in the presentation. But basically, it is a lot of writing. There is some projects that have to do with my actual studies. So it's very random when it comes to our professors. They're very professional, and they do actually interact, even though it's an online program. There is lots of interaction with the professors through discussion boards and the students as well.
Thank you, Michelle. So as far as our learning formats, we have two learning formats, which is online learning, and our online learning is 100% online, meaning that at the convenience of your home, your computer, any kind of internet connection, you'll be able to do your work. Also, we do have classroom learning, which is a range of day classes, evening classes, or even weekend classes. Our weekend classes consist of Saturday classes, where you would meet for about 2 hours, and the rest will be online. As far as our in-ground classes, Dion, could you elaborate a little bit more about how classes are structured during our days, evenings, and weekends?
Absolutely. Just depending on the day that you are taking classes, it could be a 4-hour class, it could be a 2-hour class that meets 2 times a week. It could be a mix of online and in-class work. What I like to call the classroom is a lab, because what you're going to do when you come into the classroom is that you're going to apply all of the things that you have learned from the textbook into real life situations. It's not enough that you know what the book says in those methodologies, that's great, but what you'll do is actually learn how to apply those in real life scenarios from an instructor that has real life experience and that can really advise you and coach you into the right thinking when it comes to being in management business, what to think of, how to solve real world problems the right way.
Thank you. And Michelle, would you like to add a little bit about online learning since you are an online student?
Definitely. As far as online learning, it does have its challenges. One of the challenges that I've actually encountered would be structuring my time to make sure and complete my assignments when it comes to either any papers that need to be submitted or discussions that need to be addressed. So the time frame on that is very, you have to be structured to be able to make time for that, as well as making sure that you do keep a close contact with your professor. You know, you're not able to see your professor on a weekly basis, so if you have any questions, you have to be able to have their contact information, know where to go to get your assignments. They do provide outlines and syllabus, so you basically have the itinerary of the whole course for the 8 weeks. It's pretty much up to you to get that done. It is very flexible. I could be sitting in my living room, you know, watching, you know, my kids while I'm working on my paper. So doesn't necessarily have to be that I have to get dressed and go to school, but I'm doing it in my living room, so it's very convenient.
So would you say communication is key when being an online student, and in addition, prioritizing your time?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Communication is definitely the main part of being an online student. Being able to get clarification when it comes to your assignments, clarification when it comes to when they're due, because it's the real world. You're out there getting your stuff done, and my dog and my paper is no longer an excuse.
So you'll see that we have our different learning centers in San Antonio. You'll see that in San Antonio we have our Alamo Heights location, and we do have a map of the different locations in San Antonio from our northeast, northwest, and Sadok location. You'll see in the red we have our Corpus Christi location for those who are out in the Corpus region, and our Killeen Fort Hood location as well. As far as student benefits, as a UIW EAP student, you do have a free application, so there is no application fee. It's a very simple process, and we will go over the application process so that you have a better idea of that. In addition, you will receive free textbooks as undergraduate students. There are no academic fees. We also do have payment plans for our students and discounted tuition. And we'll go over the tuition on the discount. In addition, our program is a accelerated 8-week term. Just because it's 8 weeks, that doesn't mean that it's going to be less work. That means that you will have all that work that's traditionally in a 16-week semester, all condensed in an 8-week term program. Typically, it does go by a lot faster, so you're able to complete your program in a quicker time. In addition, we do have a generous transfer policy through ACE credits that are accepted, straighter line partnership as well. In addition, one of our, I would say, highlights is that our student-teacher ratio is very low, which is a 14:1. And Dion will go ahead and elaborate a little bit more about the student-teacher ratio, and then in addition, the real-world experience she brings in as a faculty member.
Absolutely. One of the great things about the classroom and the ratio is that it allows you to have a meaningful conversation and discussion during your class time, which is really, really important. You have students that have all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of work experience, and they're able to bring that into the classroom. And you're able to build relationships with each other. It really becomes not only a learning environment, but more so a family environment as well. Because you're learning so much from each other as well as the course content. One of the other things that I really like about the classroom is that, again, you get to apply the knowledge that you are gaining into real life scenarios. There are students that leave the classroom and say, now I'm a better employee or I'm a better manager in my current position because of this class. And that is what's important, that you are able to take things that you have learned in the classroom and actually see them work, see them change in your own environment. And that is something that is very, very valuable. One of the other things that I wanted to share in regards to the classroom is that you don't get lost in the shuffle. Everything is condensed, but at the same time, you are guided along the way. You're not in an independent, even online. You may work in groups. You may have an individual assignment, but you may have team assignments. Now the workforce, you see a lot of groups and teams together. You're not just a lone employee. And so we prepare you in the classroom to, yes, handle things on your own, but if you have to be in a team, how to handle yourself, what that looks like, the importance of being responsible and being able to motivate your group members to join in and do their part. Those are really, really important skills that you learn in the classroom.
Would you like to add anything, Michelle, about your experience with online?
With online, as well as how Dion had stated, we do work in collaboration with other students online as well. There are assignments due where you do need to work with another student and get them in. That also prepares you to, with your job and with your interaction. Even though it is online, you do have that interaction on a daily basis if you need it to be online as well.
Thank you. So in regards to our military benefits, we are a yellow ribbon school, and we've been awarded the 2016-2017 yellow ribbon. For military students, we do offer free textbooks for active duty military. There are no fees for active duty military. In addition, we have tuition at cap. In addition, we do have special rates for veterans, DOD, and active duty dependents, along with a Center for Veteran Affairs in our university as well for those additional questions and assistance for our military students. And I also like to thank our military students for your service. So as far as our undergraduate admissions requirement, our admission requirement is that you have to have been out of high school for at least 5 years. As for our active duty military, you are exempt from this specific admission requirement. Also, you have to have 3 years of full-time employment. Either in the past or in the present. For those who are stay-at-home moms or are unemployed, we do take that in consideration. It's going to be a case-by-case, but for stay-at-home moms, that is a full-time employment for our students. Also, for active duty and licensed RN coming in through our program, that is considered full-time employment. Our GPA requirement is a 2.5 or above. If you have anything between a 2.0 and a 2.5, that would be coming in as a conditional admission, and your admissions counselor will go over the specific requirements and stipulations for that. In addition, for students that are under the age of 22 that are in a classroom setting, you are required to have the meningitis vaccine for our program, and that is a Texas state law requirement. As far as our undergraduate majors, you'll see listed are our undergraduate majors. So we do have a Bachelor's of Applied Arts and Sciences, and that is specifically for those individuals that have experience in either maybe some kind of occupational technical field like dental assistant, pharmacy technician. It does have to be from a regional accredited institution, those credits. We will review your transcripts so that we can see if that will be a good fit for you as a student. We also have a Bachelor's of Arts in Applied Administration, so that specific degree is for students that have maybe specific transfer credits within, for example, communications or computer science. Some of those credits can come into that specific program and apply to your degree. We also have a Bachelor's of Arts in Human Resources, so for those individuals that want to go into the HR field or maybe in the HR field, this is a great program for you. We also have a Bachelor's of Arts in Organizational Development. So in addition, for those who are wanting to go into the organization department, if you want to go into companies or be in leadership, this is a great program. The Bachelor's of Arts in the Interdisciplinary Studies program, this is for those who want to be in the education field. Please note that this specific program does not provide you with the certification route for this. The other programs we offer is a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice. So for those who are either in the criminal justice field or wanting to go into that specific field, or even our military members that want to pursue that, we do offer this program. We have the Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. In addition, we have the Bachelor's of Science in Health Sciences, and this specific program you'll see in red and in parentheses is an online program only. If you are wanting to go into a specific program, your health sciences field will be online. You are able to take some of your core classes like your math, your science, your history in a classroom setting, but eventually everything else will be online. You'll see below in bullets we have our general studies, and that is specifically for military training students or individuals that are in the military. We will review your transcripts to see if you qualify for that specific program. We also have nutrition and administration in this specific program. We also have a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, which is the RN BSN pathway. So this is specifically for students who already have their nursing license or their associates in nursing, but want to complete their BSN. For this specific program, you do have to have your RN license coming into this program, and it does have to be through a regional accredited institution. And we will request your RN license as well. We also have the Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration, and I'm going to go ahead and let Dion elaborate more about this specific program because she does teach in this program, and she'll give you more details on it.
What I love most about the offering is that it really does give you an option to choose the concentration that you really have the interest in. General business is going to give you some of everything. You'll be able to tap into the economics and accounting and all the topics in business just to see what you really want to continue into. Information systems, I actually have a background in information systems management, and so you're going to get a great education on database management, understanding relationships, general marketing, management, how to be a good manager. It really makes a difference. When you're talking about being in an organization and really seeing it thrive, you want to make sure that you have the best management skills possible and being able to build a team of good managers. And so this program is really, really good. I love the concentrations that are available to our students. My background is more in the management theory, organizational behavior, organization development. You could actually come through this program and learn what it would take to be a consultant for companies, not even work for a specific company, but work for many companies. So this is a great program, and if you have an interest in business and administration, I would definitely tell you to take a look at the concentrations available.
Michelle, would you like to add anything in reference to your experience in the project management concentration?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, starting out with my with school, coming back to school, I started off with the general business, and I was led by my advisor to change my concentration along the way, based on my interests, based on what I like to do. I love people, I love organizing, events, and such. So they suggested I change to project management, which is a great concentration. I feel that my classes are definitely more along the line of what I want to learn. So with the guidance of my advisor, I was able to come to that conclusion where, that project management does open more doors for me as far as my interests go and where I want my career to lead me.
Thank you. So our next term dates are listed, and our next term will be Summer 2, which will be starting June 26th, and our end date will be August 17th. And you'll see that our terms run back to back because we are a 8-week term. The only break that you'll really get in between will be for your Fall 2 during the Christmas break. You'll see that our application deadline is on your far right. So if you're wanting to apply for Summer 2, I always recommend students to apply as soon as possible, just because typically it's going to depend on how fast your transcripts will come in so that we can make that admissions decision, and every college is a little different. But you'll see that our application deadlines are on your right-hand side. But these are the following terms if you're wanting to start for either Fall 1, Fall 2. We also have our Spring 1 2018 terms that are up, and in addition our Spring 2 for 2018 that is also up in our schedule. So as far as tuition, our EAP tuition for the academic year of 2017 and 2018, as an undergraduate student in a classroom setting, your tuition is $425 per credit hour. So if you were to do 425 times 3, which is a 3-credit course, that will come out to $1,275 per course. So if you were to do 2 courses, which is the max you can take, if you were to take 3 courses, you have to get that approved through your advisor, and we'll go over that in a bit. Also, we have the undergraduate online. So for undergraduate online, it's a little bit more, which is $530 per credit hour, and you're looking at $1,590 per course. Now, for our military tuition, for both classroom and online, as an active duty military member, your tuition is $250 per credit hour, which is at cap for your tuition assistance. As active duty spouses and dependents, you're looking at $275 per credit hour. For our veterans and DoD civilians, it's $275 per credit hour for our military, which is a great discount for a lot of our students. As far as financial aid, we have some information here. So the phone number for our financial aid office is listed above. Also, we have our email address. So for students that are wanting to apply for financial aid, Full-time status, it's 12 hours, so our terms are broken down within 8-week terms. So for example, if you were to do summer 1 and summer 2, that is considered a 16-week course. So a 16-week term, which is a full-time status of 12 hours, which will be 6 hours per term, and it's a total of 12 hours, and that's full-time status. Half-time will be half of that, which will be 1 class per term, that equals 6 hours within your traditional semester. You'll see also that we have the FAFSA information as far as the website, and our UIW school code is listed on here as well. You'll see that it's the 003578 number, so that will be your school code. Just a little bit additional information from what financial aid has told us in the past is if you apply for financial aid and they ask for monies, you're on the wrong website, so just make sure that you're on the correct website, which is listed on our information here. In addition, we have some personal development classes. So these are certification courses for students that want us to do something a lot quicker. So we have certification courses in pharmacy technician. We also have personal trainer, registered dental assistant, medical assistant, and our rhythm analysis technician. These are short-term programs. They run really quick. We do have these programs offered for those students, like I said, that want to complete something quickly. And they are offered either online, or we also have some on ground as well. Our online classes, those are the legal study courses you'll see. We also have continuing ed courses for educators that are within K to 12 educators. And then we also have quick study courses for those who are wanting to advance in their workplace and get some additional training. So how do you get started? So first thing first is you will apply for the program of your choice. Once you apply for your program of choice, what we'll do is we'll receive your application through our admissions. We will review your application, and then we will request that you verify your application. Once your application is verified, we will request for you as a student to request your own transcripts. They will be required to be official transcripts, sealed and stamped to the university. In addition, it's going to be a time frame. There is a specific time frame. It's going to depend on how long your transcripts are able to come in. The sooner the better. However, once transcripts are received, it will take about 2 to 3 business days for you to get your official admissions acceptance. Application deadline is always the Sunday, 1 week prior from the start date of classes. I always tell students try to apply as soon as possible, just because you don't want to do things at the last minute, typically because transcripts take a little longer for them to come in. In addition, you'll fill out your FAFSA for those who are going to be applying through financial aid. Like I mentioned prior, we do have the number and the school code for financial aid through the university. As far as the admissions process, like I just mentioned, you'll go ahead and submit your application. You'll go ahead and request all transcripts from every institution you've attended. That is a accreditation requirement through the university and our accreditor. We also will do the admissions review, where we will review your transcripts. We'll make sure that we're able to make your admissions decision based off your GPA from every institution attended and do a combined. Then after that, the admissions decision will be sent to you via email. Once your admissions decision is sent to you via email, you will get notes on how to register for classes, and that is when your advisor will contact you in reference to welcome to the university, also give you access to Blackboard, to your email, and then you'll be able to communicate with your advisor in the future for any questions that you may have. Did you want to add anything, Michelle, in reference to your admissions process and what your experience was?
Well, as far as my admissions process goes, we were able to get a pretty quick turnaround when it came to submitting my application. One of the bumps that we had in the process was my transcripts. It's very important to submit as many transcripts as soon as possible. There were a couple of schools that I actually applied to but never really attended. For those types of schools, I had to submit a letter, which held up my process a little bit more. So it's very critical we get those documents in. And once I was approved for classes and I got the approval to go ahead and register, it was pretty much smooth sailing after that. my guidance counselor or admissions counselor was very helpful with answering any questions that I may have had, and my advisor pretty much took over after I registered. So once you get all the information that you need in as soon as possible, then you can go ahead and get started on that class that you need to get started on your coursework.
Okay. And Dion, did you want to add any information in reference to once they're in the classroom, once they've been accepted into the university, typically what's the first thing that a student would experience?
Well, you want to make sure that you are really prepared to start the course. That may be, asking questions about the software that you will need, the type of equipment that works best, brushing up on your writing skills. Go online and start looking at how to cite things. Look at APA and MLA. If you haven't seen that in a while, that's something that you want to brush up on. Don't wait till you get into the classroom. Also, just get your mind prepared. This is something that's going to be different for you. You'll need to brush up on your study skills. Get your space together. Where are you going to study? Where are you going to spend the most of your time? Will it be at the library? Will it be at home? There are some things that may need to be adjusted in your home schedule or your work schedule. Start on that now. Start thinking as a student, because that's what you're going to be very, very soon.
Thank you. We also have some information on helpful information as a student. So we have some screenshots here in reference to our admissions page. You'll see here that on the right side is the admissions on how to apply for that specific program you may be interested in. In addition, we do have below the academic advising page where you can get with your academic advisor or have information in reference to the process for academic advising. Also, we have a resource page for our students. So a lot of times our students will come back and ask, well, do we have access to the library? Just like Deontay said, is sometimes you need to brush up on your writing skills. We do have a writing lab. We also have a math lab for our students as well. Our library is available for our students as well. You're able to access it through your computer. It's an online library, and it's a very awesome library that we have where you're able to have different tools and resources as a student here with UIW. Do y'all have anything else y'all would like to add in reference to becoming a future UIW student?
As far as myself, when it comes to being a student, is basically just getting started. I think that's the main thing, is just making sure that you make that first step. And the only way you're going to do that is by answering and asking any questions that you may have. Reach out to the people that are trying to help you. Reach out to those that have questions and give them answers, and be able to find your resources and utilize those resources, and just getting started pretty much. And good luck to everyone that wants to further their education.
The only thing I would add is just pay attention to your driving force. You're here looking at UIW for a reason. There is a pull. There is something that is leading you into this direction. And so whatever that may be, don't let that make you complacent. Just go after it. Let that be your driving force. Just try it. Just start. Don't let the process overwhelm you. Let it be something that drives you. There are people here in place that really care about you and your success, and they will take you by the hand and lead you to graduation and wherever else you want to go from that point. So just give it a try.
All right, thank you, ladies, and best of luck. If there's anything else we can assist with, like I said, our information is on this webinar, and you can also visit our website. Thank you.